Welcome inside our KDKA studios, and thanks for sticking around for the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown. I'm Rich Walsh in for Bob Pompiani tonight, and we have a lot to talk about, starting with the Pirates youth movement. They're calling up all these guys after getting swept by the Giants, and we have the right group to talk about it with, to break it all down. Colin Dunlap from the Fan, Chris Mueller from the Fan, and Mark Kaboly, the Steelers insider from The Athletic. We'll get to the Steelers too, but right now we got Bucko Fever. We had Bucko Fever with Paul Skeens last week, despite them getting swept, Colin. Yeah. Now this week, we're going to see Quinn Priester, we're going to see Peguero, and we're going to see Endy Rodriguez.
Right.
Wow. Are you excited?
No, well, I'll tell you what.
Do you think this is the right move? I wanted all these guys up.
I'm feverish, Colin.
Yeah, you just asked me 7 questions. Give it a minute here, Rich. I am excited in so much as this. The timeline now starts where the trajectory to winning needs to start. You have the first-round picks. Okay, so you have Gonzalez here. You're going to have Priester here. You have Triola, who is a second-round pick. You have Endy Rodriguez here, who's a highly sought-after amateur. You're going to, once you sign Skeens, you're going to rocket him through the system. So you'll have Skeens, you'll have Keller up in the big leagues. Like, the trajectory starts now, and the excuses sort of end. If Ben Cherington came in and one of his tenets was, I'm going to draft, and then I'm going to develop, and I'm going to have the cavalry get here, well, 2/3 or 3/4 of it is here, and the rest is on its way. So now you hold them accountable for starting to win, or at least have designs on winning.
Yeah, let's hope they allow them to play, though, right? We don't need to see any more of these.
Well, how are they not going to play? I mean,
you got some
25-minute.
Yeah, Austin Hedges. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about Santana and guys like that as well that I think have no place on this roster right now. But be honest with you, I mean, today signified to me the Pirates waving the white flag. Season is over, and they admitted it so far today by calling up those 3 guys. And like I said, there's nobody left in the farm system right now. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were going to come up and win. I mean, we're talking about Endy Rodriguez is a 260 AAA hitter, 6 home runs. I'm sure we're going to absolutely love it and
like
kill
Babe
it.
Ruth compared to Austin Hedges.
We're going to.
But it's given some people hope.
Hope
they
for
need to,
what, though?
Right?
What they need to
Just
do.
to see
Well, the
what they
first-round
have.
picks are up. That's the hope. It's Henry Davis. It's a Gonzalez.
Priester's the
it's
fourth
Quinn Priester. First-round picks.
What we've learned, Colin, is that these guys aren't very developed. I mean, the guys, we see them throwing the ball around left and right the past couple of games. Who says a guy spending, 35, 40 games in AAA is going to come up and be any different? I think it's going to be a big, big learning curve, steep learning curve, and I think there's going to be a lot more losing. However, I would like to see these guys up here rather than the alternative.
The losing's fine because you just said it. They waved the white flag. Their season is over, but you know what? Like, you might as well bring up the young guys now and have them take their lumps for the next 60-plus games, because then the whole goal here should be that they all hit the ground running. I mean, the goal is that Henry Davis, Endy Rodriguez, everybody else, Colin says, like, the excuses end. To me, the excuses end opening day 2024. This is the time to learn on the job. This is the time to actually figure out how to play Major League Baseball. And then the big shot in the arm next year needs to be Skeens. And the one guy who's part of this movement who isn't here right now is down in like the Florida Complex League or whatever. Ronzi Contreras is still a big part of this, and they need to fix him. Well, yeah, yes, he's at least like running, walking, but as far as pitching goes, because everyone's excited about Skeens and they think Keller wants to stay here and might sign an extension, Ronzi Contreras is the guy they need to figure out.
Well, that's a big head scratcher.
To give them like a real depth of rotation.
I agree with you. Referendum day starts tomorrow with Ben Cherington, I think, in my eyes. Like, this is his team, his guys, his squad, the handpicked people largely that he wanted. It begins now with Ben Cherington tomorrow. I'm not asking for them to win 1 million games, but they have to show that they belong and that they're major league. They're first-round guys.
I need more Henry Davis hitting the ball almost to the second level in left field. I need him to show real power. They say they're going to let him catch, let Endy catch. What I don't need to see is if Austin Hedges is such a great, framer of pitches and such a great veteran presence, cool. Let him be that from the bench. Let these other guys get their feet wet catching, because one of them is going to be your catcher.
And that's what I wanted to get into, guys. Austin Hedges, he shouldn't play the rest of the year. I want to see Endy. And what about this Henry Davis? I know it's kind of an experiment, but him being in right field, I mean, he hasn't looked great out there, guys. I mean, he was drafted to be your catcher, but you do have Endy. So what do you do?
No, and he catches. But, you know, Henry Davis looks like he's on a course to be a DH when Andrew McCutchen isn't here anymore. At least that's what the organization has him tabbed for. He's not going to catch. I don't care what they tell me. Until I see him catch, I don't think he's going to catch. But he's not a right fielder. The last 2 days, he's bobbled the ball and made glaring errors in right field that cost the team in a big way. I don't know. It's quite obvious, though. I will give the Pirates credit, and I'm loath to do this, for one thing. Getting their best bats to the major leagues and then figuring it out. I've said this all along. Whenever the Cubs were good, when Joe Madden managed them,
stacked it with bats.
They just put their bats out there and figured it out.
Something Mark said that resonates with me while you're saying that about get the bats here. How come, and maybe this is because we're in our fishbowl and we only see it working for other teams, right? Another team has a big-time hitting prospect comes up, can't play his desired position like Davis. They go play first base, and that guy ends up playing perfectly competent first base. That never seems to happen here. It never seems to happen that way.
And I think it's just such a waste. You draft Davis 1-1, and he's going to be a DH.
It is. Him being a 1-1 player, Colin says again, referendum starts tomorrow in Charrington. Davis not being their catcher full-time, which doesn't seem like the track he's on, that is already something that invalidates him as a 1-1 because his bat only plays to 1-1 degree if he is catching 140 games
That was the plan all along. They just never told us that. I mean, when they drafted him 1-1, they tried to cover it up by saying we have more money in the pool or whatever. No, he was never going to be a catcher, and that's the way it was going to be from the beginning. They just didn't tell us that. What I do like about what they're doing right now, Rich, is we haven't seen this in the 30 or 40 years of all of the young talent at once. It's been sparse at times. Now it's everybody here, everybody learning together. You're either all going to win together or you're going to fail together.
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
The last time we kind of saw it was Walker, McCutchen, Marte, Tabata, Mercer,
Then you had the
Harrison.
pieces near the end.
Correct.
Yes.
And those guys, and then you bought a little bit toward the end or traded at the end for a couple hammer pieces. So I don't know. I still think they're 2.5, 3 years away, and Bednar becomes a huge question now too, Rich.
Yeah, I do want to get into that. We'll do that after the break. But, you know, just circling back to this, I don't even know what to compare it to. Stick to football, Kaboly. It's like the Steelers drafting a kicker in the first round. I mean, if you're drafting Davis 1-1.
It's the Steelers drafting a third-round graded safety with a famous last name or a well-known last name and picking him 27th overall.
Or a 5'10" inside linebacker and moving up 10 spots to get him.
Well, no, they wouldn't do something like that. Come on now.
I go back to your point. I would love to see Davis at first base. I feel like they can
I
get
think
it
it's
out
a total.
there.
I think it is a total waste. Not a waste to have him at DH, but it is like a man. You really screwed this up. If your eval was that his bat was that good, then you shouldn't be fearing it. But clearly they thought he would be able to play somewhere other than catcher. Like, how hard is it to teach a guy first base? And I know it's, hey, you got to learn the footwork.
Yeah.
Are their coaches that bad that they can't do it?
Well,
the guy's an athletic catcher who all we hear about is he's Mr. Jim Rat and Mr. Serious.
Right.
Teach him.
It'd be counterproductive for him to play first base now if you're trying to trade Santana.
I'm saying after the deadline, you
right.
got to find a place where this guy can actually play the field because if he is a pure DH, I got news for everybody. He's not David Ortiz. He's not going to validate 1-1 by being a DH.
All right. They talked about the deadline, and we're going to talk about the deadline coming up after the break, so stay right there.